back to Ravens today. I'm your host, Connor Gioffreda. Thank you again for subscribing to the channel. Like the video. I am very happy. You want to know why I'm happy? Ravens flock. Ravens win. And they won in very dominating fashion, especially in that second half. We'll get into all of that. But, we got to just talk about this, this game, man. It was just unbelievable. Oh, 28-6. 28-6. It's nice to see us just dominating on all ends of the football here. Like I said, I predicted two different ways in my last video that this game would go. It'd either be very safe or it'd be dominant. Saw a bit of both, but we'll get into that. But especially in the second half, pants came down, belt came out, and that's how it ended up being. All right, we'll get into all of the offensive highlights first. So, Lamar Jackson came out, absolutely looked back. All I can say is back. First half though, he looked rusty. I'll give it that. He wasn't. He looked a little bit uncomfortable, but then he found his groove. I mean, it's been almost a month since he's played an NFL football game, so cut him some slack. Still, though, 4 touchdowns, over 200 yards passing, and frankly, I would have loved to see a Jackson 5. I thought it was going to happen again. Two in a row against the Dolphins, let's go. But guess not. I wanted that to happen so bad. But Lamar Jackson, in that second half, just said, "Oh, I'm Lamar Jackson. I got this." Unbelievable game for Lamar Jackson. Unbelievable. Derrick Henry, 19 carries for 119 yards. He didn't really, Dolphins knew who they were going up against, and they negated the run pretty well in the first half. Derrick Henry couldn't get anything going. Second half comes along, got a lot more from Derrick Henry in that. And, adjustments made in the second half on the offense were fantastic. Mark Andrews, 2 touchdowns in the first half. Charlie Kolar, 1 touchdown. It was just amazing, man. Lamar was throwing to pretty much everyone. Zay Flowers, 5 receptions, 64 yards. 1 long ball from Lamar, by the way. Rashad Bateman, 1 touchdown. So everyone was getting involved. But by the way, Isaiah Likely had a really good game. Mind you, it wasn't like he was the superstar of the game. But again, Isaiah Likely, 3 receptions, 60 yards, just behind Zay Flowers, 64. Pretty good. But on offense, what we do a player of the game is Lamar Jackson. You can't deny that. It was just, that's in the second half. Second half, Lamar, MVP performance for Lamar Jackson. I think he gets player of the week with this. And it's still Thursday night. We still got a whole bunch of other games to play. But man, Lamar came and dominated, especially in that second half. Moving on to defensive highlights. Defense played bend, don't break. Held the Dolphins to 6 points, which is pretty good. I thought there was some times when Waddle got the best of our corners, especially when Nate Wiggins wasn't on him. But again, that's fine. We played bend, don't break. And I'm going to get more into the Dolphins side in a second because I really think that Mike McDaniel's seat is super hot. I'd be genuinely surprised if he still has his head coaching position at the end of this season. If not, I could totally see, because there's 10 days left or until they have to play their next game, like us. He could be gone in those 10 days. I'm pretty sure Tua is going to be benched by the end of this season. But anyway, so defensive highlights here. Mike Green technically picked up a sack at the end of the first half again, so that's pretty cool. Malachi Starks got his first career interception off a bobble. Tua threw a long ball. I think he was just desperate. But Malachi Starks in coverage, bobbled it and caught it, ran it back. Kyle Hamilton got a penalty because of a blindside block or whatever. That wasn't even a blindside block. But it is whatever. Malachi Starks got his first career interception. Love that for him. Kyle Hamilton, when he's in the box, I can see now why the Ravens just don't want to use pass rushers as much, and they want to focus more on the coverage because that gives Kyle Hamilton way more room to spread himself across the field. I still think we should get a pass rusher just like before the trade deadline, but man, Kyle Hamilton was everywhere, making stops, making plays, just an unbelievable athlete for Kyle Hamilton. Alohi Gilman, the newbie on the Ravens, picked up the first turnover of the game with that fumble, man, that set up the Ravens' first touchdown of the game. Love that. Absolutely love it. We saw Teddy Buchanan get a fumble in the second half too. Mind you, Marlon Humphrey looked like he punched it out, but they're giving it to Teddy Buchanan. But either way, if it was Humphrey or if it was Buchanan, I don't care. It was amazing. The defense played. Hey, we bend, we do not break. We hold the line. And that is fine with me. Hold the line. Because if it's not going to be scary, then it's going to at least be annoying. Like it's just going to be like a frustrating thing to go up against this Ravens defense where, opposing offenses are like, well, what else can we do here? We can't even, we can score, but we can't get in the end zone. Of course, I want to be feared, but if this is the way it's going, I'm like, okay, like let's deal with that. Okay, I'm okay with that. By the way, Brent Urban, 1 sack this game. Unbelievable. Brent Urban, longtime Raven, gets a sack on to a Tagovailoa. So either way, bend, don't break for this defense. Player of the game, gotta go with Kyle Hamilton this game. Just everywhere. Mind you, he didn't get any turnovers or takeaways, but he was just making plays across the field. Love this for a game for Kyle Hamilton. I love this game for Teddy Buchanan too, who won AFC Defensive Rookie of the Month. So keep that momentum going, and we have a 10-day stretch now. 10-day stretch, and we go up against the Minnesota Vikings in Minnesota. So we'll have a lot more time to get prepared for that game. My final thoughts here on this game. Listen, it is frustrating to watch when Derrick Henry cannot get going simply because our offensive line stinks. I've seen you could see it now whenever it happens on the field, even on the TV. It's just like there's Daniel Falele falling down again. I'm not even gonna reference his name. He's just 77 now. But anyway, it's frustrating for me on that part. Having Lamar back, you can definitely see the whole atmosphere of the team change because QB1 is back. And everyone's just firing on all cylinders when Lamar Jackson's back. He is he is literally every, piece of the body on this Ravens team. I'm just like, it's true. Look how well we play with Lamar versus without Lamar. It's just it's really mind-boggling. It shows how much Lamar Jackson contributes to the Baltimore Ravens. And here, again, against the Dolphins, who are 2-7 now, we face off against a team that is very much struggling and probably is going to have a rebuild for the next couple of years. But I'd rather see our team, that confidence start to grow back into our team when we win in dominating fashions like this. And I like it when that defensive mentality is bend, don't break. Hey, we're going to be annoying. We can't be feared because I don't think we can be feared. I don't think people fear us, but we're going to be annoying. We're going to be frustrating. And I said this already, but I said that's fine. Okay. I'd rather have us be annoying rather than just get stomped and squished and embarrassed. All right. So whatever adjustments were made at the bye, especially with Lamar, it's working, and let's build on that a lot more. Thank you for tuning into Ravens today. I'm your host, Connor Gioffreda. Again, subscribe to the channel, like the video. I will catch you all later.